Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, if you guys did see the title and thumbnail, we're opening a bunch of cool cars, and they are Hot Wheels Star Wars Carships. So if you don't know what that is, you can see the starship from the movies turned into a kind of car form. We have a bunch of iconic ships from Star Wars, and these are absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead, bust them all open, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome, but I'm going to actually cut off the top half of all the packages so that I can actually save, because like a lot of them have like the ship and then the name right here, but it's under the clear plastic, and a lot of these I'm probably not going to remember the name, and I don't know if it says it on the underside. So let me go ahead and open up this one, because I do kind of want to save the top half of the package with the name. But first up, we have the Millennium Falcon. Let's go ahead and bust that open right here. All right, so that actually looks really cool. So it does say it on the underside what it is, and wow, that looks really cool. So you guys can kind of see like the Millennium Falcon look, and it is in a streamlined kind of car form. I think that's pretty cool, and apparently a lot of these are really good for track, so I'm super excited to be able to get a bunch of these and line them up and race them. Let's go ahead and throw that off to the side, get into the next one. So this next one is the Millennium Falcon from, I don't remember exactly what movie it was from, but it was like before they like kind of took off that front section. So it's quite a bit different, and it looks like a little bit nicer, because what we saw in the main movies is like the older version of the Millennium Falcon. So it's kind of like earlier on in its life. All right. And there we go. That actually looks really nice. Wow. Okay. So that's really cool looking. They actually gave this one like front fenders, whereas the other one, they just kind of like left it almost like dark gray, as if it was kind of like a blank kind of spot. So you're not really supposed to pay attention to that section. But then this one, they made it a bit nicer, and then they gave it a front fenders. Next up, we have the Rebel U-Wing Fighter from Star Wars Rogue One. So that's really cool. And I really do like how it shows you the ship and then the car ship. So that's pretty cool. And this one actually looks really cool. Like, I really like how it still looks like a ship. And for the most part, it almost looks like the actual ship. And then it does have like that base with like the wheels and everything on it. So that's really, really cool. I really like that. But one of the reasons why I'm opening all of these is because I do have the Hot Wheels 6-lane raceway, and I will be racing a lot of these cars. So I'm going to line them up, do different like race tournaments, and then maybe race them against like American muscle cars or supercars, against like, not like a Lamborghini Huracan versus the Millennium Falcon. Like, we could do that. So all these cars back here, actually have them all opened up already. I have a huge wall of like just cars already opened, displayed to race. And I do Hot Wheels shorts I do YouTube shorts every single day with Hot Wheels racing. So you do not want to miss out on that. So definitely hit that subscribe button, because those are some awesome videos. They're really fun, and I plan on doing some possibly live videos in the future. So I'm kind of opening all these to give like my Hot Wheels 6-lane raceway a lot more option, and have a bunch of other movie cars I'm going to be adding as well. And not only Hot Wheels Carships, but also kind of Hot Wheel car themes, because I already have a couple Star Wars cars already opened. But next we have the Resistance A-Wing Fighter, which that's what that looks like. Alright, and that looks really cool. Wow, I really like how it even has like the little logo right there in that front corner. I kind of wish it was on that side, because when they're on the 6-lane raceway, that's the side that faces forward. But it still looks really cool, and even like the back end of that looks really awesome. Man, they did such a good job with these, and these just look and feel nice and solid. And then we have the Y-Wing Fighter. So we're getting all the kind of like the letter names. There we go. And the majority of this is actually metal too, which is really nice. But boom, look at that. I think that's really awesome. And even has like that little logo right there on the front as well. Is that the Resistance logo? But that one actually looks a lot like a ship as well, which I think is really cool. I mean, I know they're all like inspired from the ships they're made to kind of look like it, but some of these don't even look like cars. They look like actual ships still. And then we're moving on into the kind of everybody's favorite, or at least the main iconic letter named ship, and that's the X-Wing Fighter. So this is kind of like the traditional and the kind of like the most iconic style. So let's go ahead, bust this one open. All right. And boom, there we go. We got the X-Wing right there. And that looks absolutely amazing. So it still looks like an X-Wing, and it still has like the little wings that come up with like the little guns on the kind of the ends here. I think that looks super, super cool. And man, that is awesome. I absolutely love this. And it even has the fast tires with like the openings. So these are kind of like the faster ones. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to go on the 6-lane raceway. And next up we have from Rogue One, we got the Partisan X-Wing Fighter, which is really cool. It's like black and gray. And oh my gosh, I think that looks amazing. Let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think of that one, and also kind of like what wing or what X-Wing is your guys' favorite. I really like this one. That color scheme is really, really cool. And next to like the other one, it looks really awesome as well, having both of these. But I don't just have two. I have Poe's X-Wing Fighter as well, which is black and orange. So let's go ahead, cut that one open, and be able to have that as well. I know a lot of people are probably mad that I'm cutting all these open. I know some people like to collect these, but I specifically got a bunch of these. It was a good deal, and a lot of them were damaged. So I just figured I'd go ahead and open them. Alright, I did notice that it's actually different. It does not have like the big wings sticking up like the others. And it kind of almost has like a weird like arch to it, whereas the other one's going to have like a flat bottom. And it doesn't have the little side things either. It's actually quite a bit different. The back looks pretty cool. It's very streamlined, very sleek. So let's go ahead and compare it to like the regular X-Wing. I'm going to try to hold these in a way. So you guys can kind of see, like, especially like up here on the sides, it's way different. And then it looks like the main body is almost the same. The front end and the wings are what's drastically different. I mean, especially back here. And then I was trying to do like a comparison like that of the wings. I don't know if you can really see like that difference there. But yeah, that's quite a bit different. And then if we flip it over to the underside, you can see kind of like how big of a difference that is. So that's pretty interesting that they changed it up quite a bit. I do think it still looks really awesome. It does still look like an X-Wing, of course, but it just doesn't have like kind of like the bigger wings that come up and out. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We have the Han Solo Speeder, and this is from the movie Solo. So if you guys are curious what that box looked like, and that's the speeder that it represents. It's not too different from an actual car, so they didn't really have to do much on this one to make it into a car ship since it's already almost there. And wow, this one actually looks really cool. And there we go. So it's really streamlined. You got two seats right there. You can even see like the suspension and everything in red in the front. That looks really cool. It is very low, very sleek. So I'm really curious to see how this does on the Hot Wheels 6-lane raceway. I feel like this is probably going to be a very fast car. And like I said, it's very low profile, so low center of gravity. And all that blue is actually metal, so all that metal that low is probably going to give it really good weight balance. And next up we have the Resistance Ski Speeder from The Last Jedi. And I think that looks really cool. So that little ship right there up in the top corner is what it was. So it's kind of drastically different, but it still has a lot of big similarities. All right. Yeah, this thing is pretty heavy. And wow. Okay. Look at that. That looks really cool. And even has the fast wheels as well. And I really like that blue ring around the rims. But look at that. I think that looks really awesome. And you do have like the seat off here on this side. Man, that looks really cool. But yeah, like the whole, like this whole car is like metal, and then it has like a very small blue plastic bottom. But other than that, this has a lot of metal in it. It has a lot of weight. And it actually sits up really high with those fast wheels. I have a feeling that whenever we race these eventually, this is probably going to be one of the fastest ones. But let's put it right there. So we did all of the kind of like the Rebel side. Now let's do the Empire. So I know Boba Fett was a bounty hunter, so I kind of threw him into the into that side. But boom, right there we got the Boba Fett Slave 1, which is like his main ship. So let's go ahead and cut that one out. Boom, that looks really, really cool. Definitely looks like Boba Fett's ship. It also has the fast tires on it. Man, that looks really cool. And then it even has, wow, that's actually awesome. So it has the Mandalorian logo right there on the front, and it even has it in the bottom. So I don't know if you can see it right there in the plastic. And I did notice that a lot of these have like the Resistance logo on the bottom as well. And I believe these should probably, that has it. Okay, so all of these actually have it. So I think I might be able just to look at the bottoms and kind of know. So Han Solo's ship does not have it, but it's not really a fighter or a battleship or anything like that. But yeah, like all these other ones definitely have that on the bottom now that I'm looking. So the kind of the old school, but from the newer movie, Millennium Falcon does not have it, but all the rest actually do have that on the underside. So that's actually a really cool touch that I didn't even really notice. So with the with the Boba Fett's, it has the Mandalorian logo. So he's kind of in between. He's not really a part of either side. But let's go ahead and move into Kylo Ren's Tie Silencer. And I think that is really cool. That is the ship right there that, and this is modeled after. Let's go ahead and cut it open. I think this one looks really, really cool. And I'm excited to be opening this one up. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. It has like that black, kind of black chrome look to it. Man, that is really, really cool. Wow, that is amazing. I absolutely love that. Even like the little taillights on the back. Man, that is so cool. There's like a top-down view of it. Man, that is amazing. I actually really like this. I love the attention to detail. I love the coloring in that. They did an amazing job. Wow, I'm kind of like a little mesmerized by like how nice this is. And of course on the bottom it does have the little Empire logo right there. So that's pretty cool. And next up we have from Rogue One the TIE Striker, which that's what it looks like, and that's the ship that it's modeled after. Wow, I honestly think that these ones look so much better. There we go. That is really, really cool. Wow. All right, I think that is amazing. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Also, it looks like right there's like a little green stripe. It almost looks like it's shooting a laser out. And, oh, actually, you can see the logo right there on the bottom. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I just looked it up real quick, and the Kylo Ren ship on the little logo on the bottom is actually the Rise of the First Order. So that's what that logo is. And then obviously this one has the Empire logo right there. All right. So now the next one we actually have from the Solo movie, the Imperial Patrol Speeder. So I think this one is actually really cool. So there's the speeder, but right there is like what it was in the movie. And I think this looks almost identical. So all they pretty much did was like add it where it looks like it has like an engine with exhaust. And then obviously wheels instead of having it hovering. Let's go ahead and open this up. Wow, this one actually looks really cool. And the weight on that is insane. So the whole bottom of it is metal, and it looks like a lot of the top section is also metal. So that is really, really cool. I think that's amazing. And look how skinny that is too. But wow, this thing is very heavy. So I feel like this might be one of the faster ones as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that one too. So that's really cool. All right, so now we got the last force we have. Right here we have all the X-Wings, but now we have like their counterparts. So first up we actually have the TIE Advanced X-1 prototype, which is actually the ship that Darth Vader flew. So you can see it right there. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Wow, this looks really cool as well. Man, look at that. And I really like how you can see like that front window there. Looks really cool. But this whole thing is like really nice. And I really like the green on the wheels as well. So that is a really cool car. The whole top half of this is all metal. It does have a plastic bottom and also the Empire logo right there as well. So that's really cool. And next up we have the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. So then boom, there's a TIE Fighter up in the corner. That's the car. Let's go ahead, bust it open, check it out. I think this one is one of my favorites, like with the coloring. All right, so there it is. That looks absolutely insane. Actually has red on that one side. So that's actually pretty cool. And then when you flip it around, it's kind of like that gunmetal gray on the other side. I think this looks absolutely insane. And I just noticed that, okay, so this side has like the red stripes on these sections, but then you flip it to the other side, they don't. They're just all plain white on the front and back, but that one also has the red on the side of the body. So that is pretty interesting, but this is the side that's going to face forward during Hot Wheel races. So I'm actually glad that it's on the side that we're going to get to like really see and enjoy. And then also right there it has the First Order logo, and then when you flip it to the underside, it's right there as well. So that is really cool. And I like how open that is. You can see right through most of that. So that is really awesome. But we don't only have that TIE Fighter. We have just like the regular one as well. So boom, there it is. All right, so that actually looks really, really cool. And man, look at that. I think it's pretty much like the same ship, but I also did notice that this one has some green on the sides. And then when you go around to this side, it has a green up there, but also has a white kind of Empire logo. And on the bottom, it also has the Empire logo as well. Whereas the other one, it has the First Order logo. So that's actually pretty cool how they like change the logos based on what movie it's a part of. So that is really cool. I really like all the details in this. You can definitely tell it is a TIE Fighter. Man, that is so cool. And I did notice even like the diecast is different than the other one. So on this one, you can kind of see how it has like those like kind of black sections, like those little black shapes. This one does not. It just has them on the outside, but not the inside. So you can see that's quite a bit different. Even like the middle of the body is a bit different, and then the front end is a little different as well. So it's actually kind of cool that they're almost essentially the same thing. They're both TIE Fighters, but they're pretty different. And the final one we have is actually the First Order TIE Fighter, which this one is really awesome. And there's the coloring on that one. Alright, so this one actually looks really cool. So there it is right there. It's like that gunmetal, kind of like that First Order one. But it also has, let's see, the First Order logo right there. However, this one is more like the diecast from the regular Empire TIE Fighter. So that's pretty interesting. And I think it looks really cool. It almost has like a subtle kind of like flame design on the side as well. So that is really awesome looking. I think it's really cool. And I just noticed it actually has a Hot Wheel logo in the diecast right there on that back corner. So I don't know if the other ones have that as well. Yeah, they do. That's actually interesting. I didn't even catch that. So that looks really awesome, having like a whole fleet. So I have the 3 TIE Fighters and then the Advanced Proto TIE Fighter, which I think is really cool. There are some more of these that I am trying to get a hold of because they are super awesome. And there's even like a transporter ship that I really want. I just picked up a yellow Naboo starfighter as well, so that'll be really cool. And I did see there's a few others I do not have that I'm really looking forward to at least finding and getting. And hopefully I can get some at a decent deal because I think this whole lineup looks absolutely insane. And I think this is a really cool like thing that Hot Wheels, I don't know if they're still doing it or if it was a thing that's they stopped doing, but I think these look awesome. And in a different video, I actually did a unboxing of like a kind of like a bigger Hot Wheels set, and it actually came with this right here. It doesn't really say what it is. It's the RD01, but I believe it's supposed to be kind of like an X-Wing, but it even has like the Rebel logo right there on the front. It came with like a kind of trench run type thing, but I know the trench run was done with the normal X-Wing, so it's kind of interesting that that one came with this. But hey, that's just another car to add to, or another car ship to add to the collection. So all of these, like I said, will be featured in some upcoming like videos with like racing Hot Wheels. Maybe I do a tournament with all the car ships, and I even have a bunch of other things such as the Racerverse Star Wars themes as well. So I'm going to have a lot of stuff like that coming, and a bunch of other cars. Let's see which other ones I have here. We even have Ahsoka, so that's going to be pretty cool. I already have a Darth Vader opened up. I even have like a Luke Skywalker and I believe Chewie. And then I even have a Darth Vader car, which looks really cool. That one to open up as well. So I have a lot of Hot Wheel like Star Wars vehicles. They're not all like some of these like aren't like real cars. Obviously, they're not based on a ship. They're based on characters. And I do have an R2-D2 and C-3PO opened up already. So definitely, if you guys did like this whole Star Wars lineup, this whole Star Wars kind of theme, definitely put down in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that. Also, if you guys did like the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and a bunch of other videos. And I do like all kinds of Hot Wheels related content. So definitely like, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.